Welcome back, everybody. MVP Collectables back again today with another review. This one is going to be a hot toy, and it will be Harley Quinn, based off of the Batman video game, Batman the Arkham Knight. This is going to be Harley Quinn VGM041 will be the official numbering. 1/6 scale collectible figure. The box you have right in front of you, the art box you can call it. Pretty standard Hot Toys art box you have here. You just got a nice picture, a digital render of the character in the front. The bottom, which you guys can't really see, I'll move it a little. There you guys go. Hot Toys there on the left. Video game masterpiece on the middle, and then a DC little thing there on the right hand side. So overall, it's a decent art box. Let's now turn it a little, and you have the continuation here of that said image with her holding the baseball bat. On the other side, you're going to have Arkham, Harley Quinn, 1/6 scale collectible figure, and the Knight down there at the bottom. The back, you have all of the credits, all of those kinds of things there. Just hold on, there we go. That up top is just going to be an image right there of the character. That's not going to be of the figure, but of the character itself. Okay. This is going to be one of those, I forget what they're officially called, but one that opens to allow you to see the figure. Of course, I already took the figure out. I am not doing an unboxing for this piece. I unboxed it without actually recording anything, but there's going to be that. There's going to be more Harley Quinn. It's the same exact stuff that's on the side. And then the tab there at the very back, you guys can't see, but you do have a nice little Batman symbol right there. Okay, we'll close this up, give you guys one more look at the box, but again, you guys are not here for the box. We will now go over the figure itself, so stay tuned. Here's going to be the figure herself. Overall, really great job they did with this Hot Toys figure right here. We'll just start with the boots and work our way up. The boots are well done, well detailed. Of course, you got the little stitching here and there, the laces. That's well done. Just the level of detail that Hot Toys has is pretty awesome. Again, one's black, one's red. It's the opposite of her legs, which you guys can see right there. Again, this is based off of the Arkham Knight video game appearance. She was in all 3 games. Was she in this first one? Jesus, it's been a long time since I played those games. I think she was. Most people remember her from the Arkham City video game, but this is going to be the Arkham Knight version. Again, something that's a little bit annoying moving on up is the fact that her skirt on this side, going to be her right side facing me, so my left, is going to be a little bit poofy. I'm guessing that you guys can play with it, figure it out. Just for me, as you guys can see there, it just kind of looks the different level. You guys can probably play with it and get it down a little bit. But again, leggings, it's gonna be fully sculpted. It's not gonna be any fabric or anything over the legs. It'll actually be a sculpt. So just FYI there. Moving on around. See if I can do this without. Yep, there we go. There we go. Nice detail again here on the back of the boots. I actually just noticed that she had that. Again, Hot Toys does a good job with their knees. They look like knees. They could easily figure out a way to have it sculpted where it looks kind of funny, but in there you can actually tell that those are like cool knee joints. Again, moving up, the skirt is going to be one of my negatives. It's just this kind of poofy, kind of really thin, a little bit thicker than thin tissue paper material, I guess you would call it. But something that is cool about this, though, is the final little, I don't know if it's stencil, but this fabric right here is going to be well detailed and nicely done. So I guess that will be a positive. um, her arms and hands. The hands I have in there right now are going to be 2 grasp hands. Again, I will go over all the accessories after I go over this figure. But she does come with different hands, but these are going to be the ones that I have because I have her displayed holding weapons. Again, the stomach and the abdomen area, you know, it's good. The detail's good. I like the two. I don't like rings, I guess you would call those things that are right there. And then again, the good detail on the back as well with the little detail, the cut and sew what it's supposed to be, but of course it's going to be fully sculpted. This up here will be a fabric material, just a white kind of white fabric. I do also like the detail here. I'll move it closer so you guys might be able to see, maybe not. Come on, pick it up, camera. Focus, focus. Okay, well, it doesn't look like it's going to focus. There we go. That kind of neat, kind of like leathered texture, which is nice. This thing right here, I'm actually going to take off if I can. I'll take it off later, but that's just going to be the hook that you have for the baseball bat, which is how I normally have it displayed. But again, moving up, chest, you know, it is what it is. It's exactly what she looked like in the game. Great detail, but again, one of the best parts about this piece, about this Hot Toy, is gonna be the face sculpt. The face sculpt is awesome. She has a slight smirk. It's not too much, but it is going to be a slight smile on the whole right side. It's going up a little bit, which is nice. Good paint work, really good paint work. These pigtails here will be able to be moved, so you can move them. Again, and the head has some good articulation. We'll go over articulation at a later date or later time in this review, but again, the back of her head there, well done. It's nicely sculpted, good. Each strand looks like it's pretty much sculpted in here. The collar does not go up, so don't try to move it up. I guess it does kind of a little bit, but that bottom piece does not. These straps also do not move. The back does in here a little bit because of this. That thing has a little bit of give, but again, there's going to be not much movement or articulation in the abdomen of this figure basically at all. But yeah, so that's going to be generally the figure itself. Overall, really well done. I am excited to get the rest of this line, which I have 2 that are actually currently over in my living room. But here we go. We will now move on to the accessories. All the accessories that the Harley Quinn Hot Toy does come with. Here we have her hands. So again, she's going to have 2 open palm hands, right like this. Another gun hand, or the gun hand, I guess. This is going to be for the bigger gun, which of course is down here as well, and well as the other holding hand. So she comes with 2 holding hands, a semi-relaxed, and then a gun hand as well. She comes with this paint can, which I actually don't really see the point. I mean, it's just like an added kind of, I mean, the detail in it is, I guess, is okay. I mean, there you guys go. I mean, it's decent. And again, it's just something that can set on the base. I just think it's kind of unnecessary. But also, I guess I'll show you. Like a little, something that is so weird and so just like that's just cool that Hot Toys does is the little detail, like that little hole there. That's on, you know, most people will assume that's on actual paintbrushes, right? Most paintbrushes have that hole. That's just a neat little add that they really did not need to do. But there's going to be the paintbrush. I'm actually surprised about the detail in the paintbrush. I know it's having difficulty focusing, but there's going to be the paint can. You then get this Jack in the Box, which comes out, maybe, there we go. So again, it doesn't pop out, it doesn't move or really much anything. It's just a neat little accessory. Again, was in the game, I do believe. So really cool, neat little accessory here. This the box itself, this does move. Whee! Look inside, just black. Decent detail there. The back, the paint, the pink. So there's going to be the box itself. It just slips right in. Fits pretty snugly, and then it's just like that. Then we get the baseball bat. Again, this can fit onto a back with that clip. Nice, good detail. She does hold it fairly well. It's not super tight and it's not too loose either, so it's pretty nicely done. It's very difficult to get her into the pose on the base and on the box, which has it over her shoulder, mostly because her articulation with her elbow articulation is not going to hold up with that. Next up, we'll get into the mallet. This is well detailed here on the side. Good little paint, wood texture. It's not going to be statue quality. It's not going to be Sideshow's wood, but it's not going to be XM's wood, for instance. But decent paint work here on the handle. Good detail, and it does have a good weight to it on the bottom. So the mallet itself will actually have a pretty damn solid weight. So I'm not going to have her be holding that unless she's holding it with two hands, which she won't be. It's normally just going to be resting on the base. Next up, we have the small gun, which looks like this. Good detail. You got the little Harley Quinn logo, I would call that there. The top, good detail there. Again, none of these guns will be as detailed as, per se, Deadshot or anything like that. But I mean, even the detail here. Focus, come on. I'm gonna have to work on this focus because it really struggles. But that brown area there is like pretty well detailed. And then moving on, we have the main gun. This thing's got some good detail. So again, you have the picture of the Joker there on the very large magazine. You then have good detail in the bullets or shells. And it looks like that's taped up. You got the grenade launcher there. It does not come with any grenades, which if Hot Toys wanted to, be extra, they probably could have. For anything that non-Harley Quinn, like if a Deathstroke or something, Deadshot, it probably would have. You got this little doohickey here, which I'm not 100% sure what this actually is. So anyone watching who knows, comment. But I'm not exactly sure what that is. I'm not a big gun enthusiast. You got the scope or something right here, I would assume. The stock, the grip, and of course, the trigger. Overall, though, nice. I'm not the biggest fan of Harley Quinn with a gun, so I'm probably not going to be displaying this too much. For me, it's a baseball bat and mallet. Especially for Joker, I will very rarely be displaying a Joker figure with a gun, simply because I think he looks better with other weapons. But overall, guys, there's going to be the accessories. We will now quickly take these out and go over the base. Here's going to be the base, the display base that she does come with. Again, picture of the figure, or of, not of the figure, but of the character. Batman, Arkham Knight, like a cityscape. Don't worry, I'll move it up. Overall, looks pretty good. The nameplate, Arkham or Batman, Arkham Knight symbol or logo, and then Harley Quinn right there. So there's going to be the base itself. This is just going to be your standard Hot Toys crotch base. Again, this goes up and down to adjust per character. Fun fact, I didn't know that this went up and down until about 2 years after I was collecting. And finally one day, I actually fucking realized it because my thumb nudged it. Because I got super mad that Hot Toys wouldn't include a stand that would be adjustable per character. Yeah, I know. What the fuck, right? I'm an idiot. So going over articulation with Harley Quinn, and do forgive me because I'm doing this with one hand, so it's not going to be perfect. But shoulders go up to about there. She's going to have a good, a little bit over 90. However, please do note that at least mine, if you guys can see there, you guys can see that crease there. This was creased, I got to about, I would say maybe, I'd have to look, but less than a month ago. And she was displayed like this for about that amount of time, and it's creased. So be aware, be careful. That's going to be one of the main reasons why I do not be trying to get the bat over her shoulder. But her head can go basically there. Again, these do move, so you guys can move them out of the way. It does look down quite a lot. It does look up. Does bend forward at the waist here. There's going to be no torso movement at all in that area. Legs, she can basically do to about there. You guys can probably push it. However, the material or the fabric in here doesn't give very much, so be careful there. Good bend there in the knee, basically a double joint, but again, be careful with the creasing in the fabric if you do go that route. Like I had just mentioned, there's going to be nothing here in the boot at all, no movement. The boots though do turn, and again, there's just going to be no movement here at all in the ankle, but the boots themselves do swivel. That's basically going to be it for articulation. She doesn't have great articulation. She's not going to have like any of the Batman figures. She will have better than, let's say, Wonder Woman. I'd say she'd have a little bit less than the other Harley that I do have, that I will be displaying, or I will be showing you guys in just a couple seconds. But that'll be the articulation. Now let's get her ready, posed up with some of her accessories, and I can show you some cool poses with this said Harley Quinn figure. And here we go. Just a pose, simple pose here. I bent the right arm. She's now holding the big gun, which I probably won't be displaying with much. And then, of course, she's holding the bat loosely in her other hand. I'm not a big fan of this pose, but you can of course, do all of this. And again, I'm not going to be doing crazy poses. I'm not great at posing these guys at all, compared to some certain people. So if you're interested in some crazy, wacky, crazy poses, unfortunately, I'm not going to be very good at those. And here we have another pose, Harley Quinn simply holding the baseball bat. Both hands bent. The left a little bit more than the right. I switched to her open hand, left hand, switched both hands out, and here you go. I mean, you can do all these poses, you got, and then you can take that, and then you put that, and that, and boom, pretty simple. Again, I don't like to keep Hot Toys in strenuous poses for too long. Here we go with the mallet, and I'm not a big fan of this. This is basically the only way I can get her to actually hold this. It's anything lower than this or anything, and it actually drags this hand down. It's very heavy. Right now it's wrapped basically around her finger. And it's very spread out. That's about as much as I can do. I'm not the biggest fan of this. I like displaying her with the mallet. Again, you guys can get it in this pose, but I just wanted to show you guys quickly the mallet in hand, per se, because it's tricky. I do wish that they wouldn't have done it that heavy, because it is going to be quite heavy. There is going to be this pose. I actually do really like this pose right here. I tried to put her hand on her hip, kind of a thing, and then just holding the mallet. The biggest problem with this pose, and why I'm not going to be displaying with this pose, is it crushes her joints on both elbows. So that's not going to happen. I really wish Hot Toys would come up with a way to better do this. The good news is on the left one here, it's covered up by the because the fabric on her forearm actually goes past the elbow, but on her right it doesn't. But I just wanted to show you guys quick. You guys can do this. You guys can get this pose, and this pose actually isn't too bad. But I just wanted to quickly show you. You guys can do it on her shoulder a little bit. It's not technically on her shoulder, but who really can see that? I'm sorry if my camera's moving. I have it up in the air right now. This is actually kind of cool. I have it from the complete and total side, and with the arms going up that high, she can actually aim that gun pretty well. Just a little extra bonus pose for you guys. So I'll leave it with that for right now. It's hard to come up with a good pose to display her with, because of the fact of her creased arms. But you know, I might have to bite the bullet and just display her as one with that, just because I don't have another option. But overall, guys, this is a really sweet figure. I do have positives and negatives. I'll go over the negatives first. The skirt, I'm not the biggest fan of. It's a little too poofy. There's probably a good way to get it down. If there is, let me know. The other negatives, I'm not the biggest fan of her boots in terms of articulation. Another negative, the articulation isn't great. And again, the elbow creasing and the pants creasing could be an issue in the future. That's more of an overall Hot Toys though, I guess. The lace on the wrists is cool and good detail, but it does hamper the hands going into the ball pegs, which anyone who's watched me for any period of time knows. I really don't like Hot Toys hands. So these hands are pretty decent, but you guys will probably be seeing all these in about 5 minutes, and this review has been an hour and about 20 minutes because of the fact that I hate Hot Toy hands and how they go in. But positives, her face sculpt is awesome. The overall sculpt I really do love. She comes with good amount of weapons and accessories. She comes with two I would call them bonus accessories, the things that are currently on the base. She then comes with 4 different weapons: the mallet, the baseball bat, the big gun, and the small gun. All of them are pretty awesome, and they give you good display options. The other positive or cool thing that I would say about this Harley is the clip on her back that allows you to hold and display the baseball bat when she's not actually holding it. That is one of the reasons that's cool is that, you know, you can actually display her with 2 guns. The problem with the 2 guns, another negative I will say, is it only comes with 1 gun holding hand. You can hold the guns technically in one of her left hands, but it's not meant for that. So another negative. But again, and as I just mentioned, a lot of negatives, or it seems like a lot of negatives because I'm listing them off, but the positives definitely outweigh the negatives. I do really like this figure. Another positive is going to be her hair. Her hair is awesome. The sculpt is great, individual strands, and as well as it moves fairly well. I'll give you guys just a close-up here of the face sculpt, if it goes. Here we have her displayed next to the Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad, your standard edition Harley Quinn figure. Um, Overall, I actually like the Arkham Knight Harley Quinn more than the Suicide Squad Harley Quinn. One that Harley Quinn actually broke, so she does have a small amount of glue on her face also. But overall, very different looks, very different in terms of style. The Suicide Squad Harley Quinn is definitely taller. I believe the base is going to be very slightly taller, as well as she's just going to be taller overall. But overall, they both do look awesome. They both are very good figures. I got that Harley Quinn, my Suicide Squad one, a long time ago. But yeah, overall, guys, the Arkham Knight Harley Quinn is going to be awesome. Do pick her up. She's still available from Sideshow, from anywhere you guys want to purchase your Hot Toys. Well, I assume she's available. She might not be. But I'm pretty sure Sideshow still has her in stock. If not, coming very soon. I did get mine from Sideshow. So, with that all said and done, everybody,